Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. Bowl season rolls on with the Boca Raton Bowl. It's the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders and the Georgia Southern Eagles. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Blue Raiders head coach told me pregame he is really trying to motivate his team here today to use this opportunity to develop. This is a team that just barely made it into bowl contention, just barely eligible, but getting into a bowl game allows you to have extra practice time. That is extra development time for this young team that looks to make some splashes next year. Coach said, here's our opportunity to prove we can be even better coming up, but it all starts here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Georgia Southern's offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right?
There he goes. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it to the right side. Enough to move the chains. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. They're working that left side. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical third down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
Blue Raiders offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And now we get a look at Cameron Lacey. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress. They'll send the tight end in motion.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, at a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number one for this squad.
Play fake, Williams. Oh, pressure's coming. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This offensive coordinator has got to find a way to slow down this defensive end in the 4-3 scheme. You might want to start thinking about double-teaming him with a tight end, maybe using a running back on some chips to try to give your quarterback more time.
That's caught. It's Galloway. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Throws it off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Here's Williams to throw. Turns up, it's off. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. 2nd and long here. Gets rid of it.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
It's Williams again. Still looking. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Give to the single back. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Johnson looking to throw. Finds his target. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. The Eagles moving quickly to the line. Making the adjustment. Third down play from the gun. Got it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
That's one is...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Looking for the marker. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Helms. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Eagles!
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Long way to go on second down. Williams makes the catch. It's Galloway. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They're all over him. And down he goes. A defense. the heat.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Looks it in. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something.
Snags it, and he's open. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out in the 18, and they're in business.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the return, it's Allen. Middle Tennessee State comes out onto the field, the offense ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Finds his man. It's Jones. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Taken down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Williams throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. It is good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Johnson wants to throw it. Between the hashes, it's Hollins.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Makes the grab. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fresh center downs going to the air. Reels it in. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. The short hands. It's Helms. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. Wants to throw on first. Extending the play. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it here, just another typical Boca Raton Bowl. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's head back to Reese and the fellas for the conclusion of the Boca Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. Deep in the end zone, it's Allen. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Middle Tennessee State's head coach told me at the half, the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They've got him corralled.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Throwing, Williams. In traffic, it's Lacey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. The lone back's got it. Stopped right there.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Shoots it to the left. Timed him perfectly to knock him free and forces a third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Oh, he got loose. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Running inside, it's Shaw.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Touchdown, Blue Raiders! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Here's Williams to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Turning it on. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Taylor. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking for a crease, it's Shaw. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Second and long here. Left side, it's Jones. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Williams. Rushes on. He's sacked. This defense all over him. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Now just about ready to snap in to start the fourth. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, they block it. And they got it. There he goes. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Fielded in the end zone. It's Allen. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So the Blue Raiders come out ready to go on the attack. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Right side, it's Allen. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Williams unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Allen. Off to the races to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Looking for space. It's Todd. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Might as well run him again. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Gives it. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line
got some room headed to the goal line. And he scores! Touchdown, Eagles!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. From the gun, running back on the move. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's off. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Throwing, Williams. Out wide left, it's Lacey. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Fourth down, Williams. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. And the catch and run into the end zone.
they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hollins. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Under pressure. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense has sank. And they'll have it at the 43. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the fourth. He's past the marker. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Left side is Allen.
Defense comes up with a really big stop there. That's nice. They don't give up the first down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready on the back end, ready to swat some balls away and make some plays.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. And now they've moved into the red zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Williams to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
What a nice play by the defense. Not only get pressure, get the sack. Why is that big? The clock continues to run now. The offense is going to be in scramble mode. They're down, and they're fighting the clock.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down and second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. And he got it! And they take the lead inside a minute to play.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense is not completely screwed this thing.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive?
Caught, and he's got room. He's past the marker, out of bounds, 13 ticks left on the clock. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Dallas. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Eagles will have it 1st and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They get the timeout and the reads 3 seconds. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. And it's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
It has been quite a season. Thanks for going on the ride with us on EA Sports College Football. For David Pop. Now it's time to choose your team. Each school has a unique set of athletic director expectations, which are goals that you'll need to accomplish as a coach. The school's demeanor will impact how they respond if you miss certain expectations. Patient schools will give you a longer leash, while some schools will be demanding from day one. These factors all feed into your dynasty blueprint by influencing your dynasty point budget. A bigger budget means you can hire more staff, upgrade your school's facilities, and invest more NIL on your roster. Now it's time to choose your... Here, you can create your own coach or choose... Now you need to choose your coach's archetype. As a motivator, you'll be focused on developing and inspiring your players. Recruiters excel in finding and bringing in new talent to their programs. Tacticians maximize your team's chances of success on game day with their understanding of the X's and O's. Make sure you review your athletic director expectations often. They are the key to the success of your program.